So, after what seems like forever, we are finally going to get to work on the truck. Originally we thought it was the fuel pump, but it's not. The fuel pump is working fine. Right now we're going to check the ignition coils, and I'm probably gonna get this wrong, the crankshaft position sensor, because while I might look super educated when it comes to car stuff, I'm not. My biggest help for this one was my good friend Michael Descant, who he's gonna be in one of these videos very soon. I'm gonna make him. He's the shop teacher at the school that I teach at, and he's just an all-around great guy. I literally texted him a picture of the truck on the trailer when it happened. I said, Mike, I broke something. And he called me 5 minutes later and said, what did you do now? Here is what we're kind of going after, and let me go ahead and get that pulled off. Got the intake pulled off, and one day I still need to finish making my ghetto Hellcat intake, and cutting one of those bulbs right there. But that's for another day once this truck is actually running. So what we're gonna have to do, this is a whole lot easier to get to than the truck with the 350 that we pulled the other one off of, just because there's a lot less to it. But luckily for me, General Motors is super cheap and doesn't change things often. So what we're gonna do, first off, I gotta plug that back in, don't I? We're gonna plug some of those back in, and we are going to there and there, and we're going to test to see if this is getting spark. Now I'm gonna have to leave the camera out here because I can't really see when it makes a spark. So you guys are gonna be my eyes on this one. So I'm gonna have to set this tripod up right about here. Get this clamped right here so it has a nice ground. I'm gonna be looking for a little spark right there. So let's try it up. You might shake around a little bit whenever I try to start the truck, but it'll be okay. You'll survive. As you guys saw, we're getting spark. So next on the list, we've got to check the terminals. I mean, not the terminals, the plugs and everything else. We've unplugged the number 1 cylinder spark plug. We've hooked it up. This is going to tell us whether or not the distributor cap is bad or something with the ignition. If this works, which I'm really hoping that it doesn't, that means that we might have jumped timing, which doesn't mean the motor's done. It just means a lot more work, and it might just be better off to go ahead and start hunting for that 5.3 or 4.8. So fingers crossed. Okay, so it's starting to rain because it's Louisiana at the end of summer and it always rains. We got it checked, and it's looking like it might be a bad distributor cap, and luckily my good friend Mike has one at his shop. So tomorrow, after I go to my requisite meetings, I'm going to go pick that up from his shop in Ellick. Oh, whoops. Funny thing happens to your battery when you're trying to start it and it doesn't get any ignition. It dies fast. So I'm gonna charge it up tonight and see if hopefully we can get that distributor on and get some life in it. Now we do a magical time hop from like Wednesday to Saturday. But good news, we should, fingers crossed, be able to get Run GMC back running again today. I've got the parts, got the know-how, and I've got a little bit of time to do it. So let's see if we can get that distributor cap changed. Okay, so we've got the distributor changed. We've got it all hooked back up. We're just gonna try to turn it over and see if she starts. Holy freaking crap, it lives! I am way too excited about this. Yeah! Awesome. It definitely smells a little bit like unburnt gas because of so many times we tried to restart it. But oh, it lives. That's all it was. It was the cap and rotor. Who'd have thought it? And you know what? I've got to go do something else, but in this video, we're gonna cut to the next surprise for Run GMC. Okay, so here's the other surprise I had for Project Run GMC. We finally got some new wheels and tires. Okay, they're not new. If you look, they're a little scuffed up, but the price that I got these for was pretty nice. They rub a little bit, but I'm really happy with how it looks. These came off of a 2016 Tahoe, and yeah, I mean, it looks a whole lot better in my opinion than the 16 inchers that were on there, and it sits right. I want a little bit lower profile tire that's a little stickier. These are Goodyear Wranglers, which, yeah, they're good tires for a truck, but also they're 500 tread wear, so look for that to get replaced soon. But all said and done, I'm really happy with this. I'm really happy with how this turned out. I like it. I know, you know, the whole thing of putting newer rims from a stock truck on an older truck is kind of a hit or miss thing, but I really like these snowflake rims and how they make this truck look. Anyway, guys, that does it for today's video, which took like 4 days. Run GMC runs, has new wheels and tires, and is back in action. I'm really excited about this. If you want to see more of this or more of Project Eclipse, which I haven't forgotten you, Vanilla Rice, subscribe or hit the little bell thing right by the subscription to be notified whenever I post a video. We're also going to have our usual featured cars coming back more regularly now, and I'm going to try to do more vlogging again soon because a handful of you guys like that. Some of them turned out better than others. Anyway, I'm Neil with Shooting Cars. I'll see you soon.